what I discovered about Salman is how bright he is. I mean, besides I'm talking about bright in an emotional, personable. He just gets it. And he was the one. He said, "Listen, I mean, I would love to come for the shoot. I don't have the time because he was writing his memoirs, etc. And I really wanted him to come, but he said, Deepa, it's best if I don't really, because there's only one director."
That's what he said.
Yeah, and I thought I hadn't even thought about that, but in retrospect, he's absolutely right. And it was just and that kind of generosity, that kind of understanding of the cinema milieu, that kind of. Saying it's your thing, you run with it, and for the first week, that trust, that was really empowered me, because the first, I think, couple of weeks, because he is the screenwriter. I mean, I'd say we were working on it, and this line just doesn't work. Can we change it to something else? Can you think of another line? And very nicely he would write back and say, how about this? And then I think 2 weeks into the shoot, I sent him something else, and Salman said, "Listen, I trust you, make all the changes you want to, and it'll be fine, don't worry about it." Then I could really, then it became something that was mine as well. Yeah.
Also, this was a very demanding shoot, and the amount of stuff that had to be shot every day in order to get it done, it was ridiculous.
I was born in the city of Bombay, once upon a time. At the precise instant of India's arrival at independence, I tumbled forth into the world.
The rich need to become poor and the poor rich.
Son of a rich boy. Salim has the greatest gift of all. He can bring us all together. You can make yourself bigger and smaller, and you can fly.
I mean, there were scenes that we shot that we had to cut. I mean, leave aside, of course, there was a lot of filleting, in order to write the screenplay.
It's not that easy. It's not about length. When you start cutting scenes in the cut of the film, it's about the flow of the film.
What happens in the film, if you're lucky, is it all begins to cohere, and there's a certain point where you think it all fits, and then that's it. That's the film,
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
And then at that point, you don't think about other things. You think that's the film we've got, But I mean, the novel doesn't have quite such a hopeful ending. So it's interesting that 30 years later, we managed to give the book a happier ending than it originally had.